It's morning as I am leaving Estella, and it's gonna be a hot day today. Well, it's about 80 today, which doesn't seem like that high of a number, but when you're climbing up and down mountains, sweating like a you-know-what, it seems more like 100. This is what a morning looks like. We just made it into another little town. It was right after Estella. And watch out for traffic. And lots of uphill. So I need my poles to get up the hills these days. So easier on the hips. I would not want to do this Camino without poles. I will say that much. Okay, talk to you later. I'm here at the famous ironsmith. Just doing this trade. And here we are coming up to the famous wine fountain and Bodegas Irache. Bodegas Irache vintner. So, see you here in just a moment. Okay. What's wrong with me? I don't know if there's any coming out. Okay. Okay.
I would take about just about regular, isn't it?
Okay. I know, it's hard because of the things in the way.
Hola. Oh. De España.
El vino es muy bueno, ¿eh?
Who buys a bottle of wine and carries it with them? Jen.
Those are the courageous people that like wine. Say hi.
On the label, the bottle of wine.
No, so you just
Hello. So I've been in
This is
Canada.
Jen, correct?
Yes.
And Pam from Canada.
Yeah, and we're crazy.
And you guys are from Toronto?
Thunder Bay. Thunder Bay.
Oh, I don't even know where that is. Where's that?
On top of Lake Superior. Right in the middle.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
If we drive to Toronto, that's about 18-hour drive.
Oh my God. Okay.
2 hour
So you're closer to like Chicago or something.
We're close to Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 8 hours north of Minneapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
So the museum is worth it. The
So
Museo del
we got
Vino.
stamped too.
It's the wine,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah.
And
So
then, yeah.
Pam bought a bottle, and of course I'm carrying it.
That's the way.
That's the way to do it. That's why you have a loved one.
Exactly.
One carries the responsibility, the one the weight.
I will probably be getting a bus at some stage.
Oh, how's it doing still?
Strapping was magic. I just wish I'd strapped before I started the
Yeah.
whole day.
And this is Irache,
Yeah.
little town of Irache. Oh. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, apparently involved microscopes. Winemaking. Wow. Look at this. Huge puffer. Oh, wow. Copper kettle. That is amazing. It's from 1860. These books look very old. Wow. These books very old. Yeah. And here is the church from the 12th to 13th century in Irache. And we were trying to see if we could go in, but there is no handle on this door, so I would read that as not possible. Beautiful old church, like so many in Spain. But it became a national monument already back in 1877, so that tells us this thing really is quite old. And some of the sandstone features have worn down. You can see the face on this archway. Here we are, we're walking onto Azqueta. I think think is the name of the town. We've actually made it past Irache, and we're doing,
Wow.
yeah, wow, is that right? Yeah, we've got about a kilometer left to go, and then we are gonna either park ourselves at a bar if we miss the bus, that's the early bus, and if not, we're gonna enjoy some wine because it's invigorating. This is how we got so far. We stopped at the, yeah, we had a little Rioja at the museum, the wine museum, that was right attached to the wine fountain that we filmed earlier. Okay, we've arrived in Azqueta, and we were just following this little street because there was a sign that said Mirador. So we are gonna make our way to a bar in town. Bar in Spain, by the way, just means place to eat and drink. It doesn't necessarily mean alcohol at all. Cafe has kind of more sort of a meaning of cafe, not just coffee though. So anyway, yes, we are in Azqueta on the Camino, and we are going to catch a bus here, and yeah, I'm excited for that. It's starting to really heat up. Where's that place at?
Los Arcos.
Oh, okay. What's the name of it? Well, tell me you have a hurt knee. That would make a difference.
What?
Tell me you have a hurt knee. Our bus stop is right ahead of that stop sign. We are leaving Azqueta. We had a lovely sit down for a while at the bar cafe, and just walk to the end of the town to find the bus stop. And the tree is raining down some lovely little round leaves. They're on the ground. Good morning. Yeah, here I am. It's my second day in Vienna. I arrived yesterday. Actually not too uncomfortable because I did take the bus for the last section of the Camino. This is an offstage location, meaning that there tends to be like stages that the Camino is divided into for most people that most people follow. And then those locations along those, quote, stages are usually busier with pilgrims, and it's harder to find accommodations, and sometimes the stages are just there's too much distance in between for some of us that just don't want to walk that far. So Vienna, I just wanted to stay in Vienna because it is a beautiful little town. I'm going to go explore in a moment. But first I thought I would give you a little insight to what it looks like when I land somewhere and what the room looks like. This room is actually a really great room because I knew it had a tub, and I really wanted to be able to soak my poor, sore legs and feet. And I have done about 100 kilometers roughly right now since I began my Camino. So here, this room, as you can see, has beautiful tile, and I love the roughness of it. Here is my nice soaking whirlpool tub, which was a great splurge. And the sink, and the bathroom with its bidet, still used in some places. I think this property probably was from the 70s is my guess, because there are, a little bit strangely for me, photos hanging up on the walls, and they look like they were people wearing clothing that was in vogue in the 70s. So anyway, I've done my washing today by hand, and then I found this great way to hang it up on my line that I brought with me, because this poster bed actually makes a great way to span the string. So all in all, a really great room. Got a little desk. It's got a safe, although it's kind of pointless to use a safe because most staff actually have access to the safe, I found out in some posting. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I can lock my suitcase if I need to leave any valuables in there. So there's my suitcase. Sort of a good bad thing to have a suitcase with me. Always have to worry about its transport and things like that. And here is just some more stuff of mine here, but my shoes, I did clean them up once because they got quite muddy. So the trick to doing this Camino well is getting out early enough, which means getting oneself organized in time every day. And I'm already rethinking about how I'm going to repack my suitcase. I did have to buy a duffel bag. Let me show you. A large duffel bag to offload some of my stuff from my suitcase, because the transport people were upset about how much it weighed. So even though it weighed in fine for the airline requirements, the transport people that just basically come in a small van and lug people's suitcases and luggage along, they didn't like that. Their maximum was 15 kilograms. So yeah, so I'm gonna explore Vienna here in a little bit, and I'll take you along for the ride. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm trying to stay out of the sun a little bit because I started to get sunburned a little bit yesterday. It's really heating up here. So the one thing that was disconcerting is, I don't know if you can see this. I'll see if I can zero in this. So there's two big windows kind of right above the bed, and they tip open. And then this one here that is above the bed also has a big break in its glass, kind of towards the top left edge there, if you can see that. And then it has a big split right there. I don't know if you can make it out on the video, but I sure would not like that to fall onto me at nighttime. So I've decided that I'm sleeping on the right side of the bed, if you're looking at the headboard, because that window seems to be intact. Now this is after I was already switched last night from another room that was actually a little bit bigger, and it had a shower in addition to this tub, but when I always check the mattresses before I will set myself up in a room, and so I discovered that there were some dead bed bugs in the other room they had me in at first. So I decided I did not want to take my chances. I went down and said something to the receptionist, and she was kind enough to switch me to this room. And that was after I actually had already taken a shower in the other room, which had a nice, beautiful shower in the same type of tile that you see here. It was beautiful with a rain head shower, and this same kind of tub. So it was definitely a better room, but I'll cut my losses. I don't want bed bugs. All right, I'll talk to you soon. And this candle I light for my mother. Love you, Mama. I miss you. Here in the decorated area of Vienna's old church, the Virgin Mary. And today is the funeral of the Pope Francisco, I think is his name, German. There's beautiful artwork again. Here's a model of the church. Difficult to see in the dark, but it's beautiful. Somewhere. There's always the corners. Oh my gosh. This, as I've seen in other churches before, is pure gold. Gold leaf, or anyway, lots of gold. And sometimes they paint it on, but as we know, the Spanish pilfered the gold from the South Americans, and that is just the truth, but it is here. It's to be appreciated nonetheless at this point. Can't turn back the clock. The churches obviously had a lot of money. If you look at all the craftsmanship and the artwork, the splendor of all of the riches. Church and state were not separate. And this is interesting. There are statues of women. Usually it's supposed to be Mother Mary, or maybe sometimes it's Magdalene. I don't know my history that well, and I don't know the religious stuff that much, so I just appreciate it for its beautiful artwork. I think that's a woman, maybe not, might be a man actually. Santa Catalina. This is phenomenal. Wow. Wow. Get the centerpiece of this. Wow. Oh my gosh. And the ceiling, if I can zero in on that. It's painted fully. Stone. Oh. Just left the tourism office, and I'm now heading down the main drag on Vienna's old town. And I'm heading towards the other old church that is just a ruins. I think it's called San Pedro. And it's actually right next to my hotel. I totally missed it. It goes to show how much you actually have to pay attention just to not miss a second. So, things are closing down around 2 o'clock here today. It's Saturday. So, I made sure I got myself some snacks and food, because tomorrow, Sunday, everything will be closed. Well, maybe some restaurants will be open in Logroño, where I'm going. It's rather large. And my hotel is up here on the right. It's a lot cooler outside than I expected, because my room sure is warm. And here we are. Oh, look at the old ruins. Okay, I'm going to head into it. Wow. I wonder how old this is. I'll have to look this up. This is incredible. I love the simplicity of this, and it is beautiful and has seen so much, I'm sure. You can see how it's worn away, has not been restored. And there is one piece here where you can see the remains of some wall paintings. See if I can zero in on them a little bit more. You know it's old. You know it's old, and it's been exposed. And so it's